Hi everyone.
Welcome to Myton Kids.
Our God is so amazing. His love is never ending. Beyond imagination. He's worth our celebration. He deserves the loudest voice. I don't know about you, but I came here today to celebrate God. In every song we sing and every game we play, we celebrate God. Always amazing, His love will never end. So everybody in this place, celebrate God.
Last week was a very sad story. Even though Jesus had done nothing wrong, we read that Jesus was put to death on a cross.
He suffered and he was made fun of. And for the first time ever, he was left by his Father God and he died.
It was horrible. Jesus' friends were so sad and so scared, it seemed everything had gone wrong.
Jesus' body was taken to a tomb and a huge stone was rolled in front of it.
But, as we heard in last week's video with Andy and Naomi, they said that was always God's plan, his great rescue plan.
Isaiah had said long, long ago that a new king would come who would die, but then would come alive again.
And Jesus himself had said to his friends that he must be killed. But on the third day, he would be raised to life.
What's that? Oh, it's my phone. There's a news alert.
Ah,
Shall we have a look? Oh, yeah, hold on, yes. This is Caroline Boyd from Jerusalem News. We are just receiving breaking news that Jesus of Nazareth, who was crucified on Friday, his body is now gone, apparently. We're going to go to our reporter on the scene for more on this.
thank you, Caroline. Yes, as you said, breaking news here in Jerusalem. We've just heard that Jesus of Nazareth, who was crucified after a controversial trial, he died. He was buried on Friday. Well, the news is, the breaking news is he's gone. The stone covering the entrance to the tomb, well, it's been rolled away, and his body isn't there. Unusual, amazing, even exciting events going on. Hang on a second, someone's coming past. Hi there. So I'm joined by, well, actually, no, we don't have time to get your name, but have you heard the news?
Yes, the news about Jesus' body.
Yes, the news about Jesus' body, Jesus of Nazareth. It was crucified on Friday. Were you there?
I was there. I saw him crucified. It's not the first time I've been to a crucifixion. It was very sad, really sad.
And crucifixion, as we know, it's something the Romans do, which is not very pleasant. But they put people through this. Was Jesus crucified alone or with others?
No, he was with two others. There were two robbers that were up with him, and Jesus of Nazareth. He's the one they call the King of the Jews, and they put a sign with that above his head.
A sign saying King of the Jews above his head on the cross. And what did you see? Did anything unusual happen in this particular crucifixion?
It did actually. This time it was very strange. It just went dark. As soon as he died, it went dark for a good few hours, and I've never seen anything like it.
No, with the rumours being that Jesus' body is gone, people are suggesting he wasn't really dead. I mean, is that likely from what you saw?
I think he was dead. I mean, it's not the first crucifixion I've seen, and the Roman soldiers, they know what they're doing. He was sadly definitely dead.
Yes, these Roman guards are trained, very specially trained in doing this horrible crucifixion. So Jesus of Nazareth, definitely dead. He was buried on Friday evening, and here we are on Sunday. Thank you for your time. Amazing, and I must say, very exciting news. Jesus said a while back that he would die, and on the third day he would rise to life again. And well, he was died and buried on Friday. Sunday, that's today. He said he was the Son of God. Well, we'll have more later on this breaking story. Hopefully an exclusive interview with Mary and also the Roman guard. So stay tuned with us. So this is Malcolm Boyd reporting for Jerusalem News in Jerusalem on breaking news. Is Jesus alive? Back to the studio. Wow, that's amazing and exciting news.
Let's hear what the Bible says about what happened in this week's story. God's wonderful surprise. Jesus' friends were sad. They would never see their best friend again. How could this happen? Wasn't Jesus the rescuer, the king that God had promised? It wasn't supposed to end like this. Yes, but who ever said anything about the end? Just before sunrise on the third day, God sent an earthquake and an angel from heaven. When the guards saw the angel, they fell down with fright. The angel rolled the huge stone away, sat on top of it, and waited. At the first glimmer of dawn, Mary Magdalene and other women headed to the tomb to wash Jesus' body. The early morning sun slanted through the ancient olive trees, drops of dew glittering on leaves and grasses, little tears everywhere. The friends walked quietly along the hilly path, through the olive groves until they reached the tomb. And immediately they noticed something odd. It was wide open. They peered through the opening into the dark tomb. But wait, Jesus' body was gone. And something else. A shining man was there with clothes made from lightning. Don't be scared, the angel said. But they couldn't help it. They screamed anyway. The angel asked them, "What are you doing here? This is a tomb, and tombs are for dead people." The women couldn't speak. "Jesus isn't dead anymore," he said. "He's alive again." And their hearts leapt. And then the angel laughed with such gladness that they felt for a moment as if they had woken from a nightmare. The other women rushed home, but Mary stayed behind. How could it be true? Jesus was definitely dead, but how could he be alive? Just then, Mary heard someone else in the garden. Perhaps it's the gardener, she thought. He'll know where Jesus' body is. "I don't know where Jesus is," Mary said urgently. "I can't find him." But it was all right. Jesus knew where she was, and he had found her. Mary. Only one person said her name like that. She could hear her heart thumping. She turned around. She could just make out a figure. She shaded her eyes to see and thought she was dreaming. But she wasn't dreaming, she was seeing. Jesus! Mary fell to the ground. Sudden tears filled her eyes and great sobs shook her whole body. And all she wanted in that moment was to cling to Jesus and never let him go. "You'll be able to hold on to me later, Mary," Jesus said gently, "and always be close to me. But now, go and tell the others that I'm alive." Mary ran and ran all the way to the city. She had never run so fast or so far in all her life. She felt she could have run forever. She didn't even feel like her feet touched the ground. The sun seemed to be dancing and gleaming and bounding across the sky, racing with her and shining brighter than she could ever remember in the clean, fresh air. And it seemed to her that morning, as she ran, almost as if the whole world had been made anew, almost as if the whole world was singing for joy. The trees, tiny sounds in the grass, the birds, her heart. Was God really making everything sad come untrue? Was he making even death come untrue? She couldn't wait to tell Jesus' friends. "They won't believe it," she laughed. She was right, of course. So, as we heard in the story, what Jesus said would happen really did. He was really dead, but he came back to life. And Mary and the other women were the first witnesses, along with the guards.
The reporter said he had an interview with one of the guards. Will we listen to that now?
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
it.
Well, yes, it's Malcolm Boyd for Jerusalem News. I'm here in, well, Jerusalem, reporting on breaking news, the breaking news that Jesus' body is gone. I'm here with an exclusive interview with one of the Roman guards who was standing guard at the tomb. He's very quiet because I think he seems just awestruck or dumbstruck by everything that's happened. I don't really know your name. I'm going to call you Minimus. So Minimus, well, perhaps let's give you something to stand on so we can see you. I must say you look pretty awestruck, are you? Yes, okay. And were you at the tomb on guard? And this is after Jesus' crucifixion, the tomb where Jesus was buried. Were you there all night? Yes. Was that a solid nod? Yes. Okay, good, clear. And Pilate asked you to guard because of rumours that Jesus' disciples would come and try and take the body. There was rumours that Jesus would rise, and he wanted to make sure that this couldn't happen. And you put a seal on the front of the tomb. Yes. And it was a very heavy stone, was it? Yes. Okay. And I guess, did you see the disciples the whole time you were there guarding through the night? And you didn't fall asleep, did you? No. Okay. So and did you see anyone else at the tomb? No. Yes. Was that a yes? You did see other people at the tomb. Yes, you did. Who? Oh, sorry, you're lost for words. I guess. Did you see an angel? Did an angel come down? Yes. Was it a very bright light? Did it seem like an earthquake? And after that, I guess, was that where you were just awestruck and you? Yes. Wow. And Jesus' body was gone. Yes. Wow. This is exciting breaking news, exclusive interview with Minimus, Roman guard. Well, Jesus' body is gone. The Roman guards who put a huge stone in front of the tomb, they rolled it in front. They didn't roll it away. An angel came and Jesus' body is not there. Well, this is Malcolm Boyd reporting for Jerusalem News. On this exciting news, Jesus is gone, and maybe, just maybe, he's risen like he said he would. So the guards saw an angel. The guards didn't move the huge stone themselves. Mm-hmm. The tomb was empty. Jesus' body was gone. And they were first to hear this good news.
And Mary, she actually saw Jesus himself, didn't she, in the garden with her own eyes. And the reporter said he had an exclusive interview with her too. So should we listen to that now?
Yeah, let's listen to the reporter now. This is Malcolm Boyd reporting for Jerusalem News. We're back here, well, still in Jerusalem, reporting on the breaking news that Jesus' body was gone. We've just had an exclusive interview with Minimus, the Roman guard, and now we're joined by Mary. Thank you for joining us, Mary. Can you tell us what happened? I understand you went to tend to Jesus' body early this morning.
Yes, we were just bringing some spices to put on his body.
Okay. And so what happened when you got to the tomb?
Well, the stone was rolled away and obviously it was really heavy, and there was an angel sitting on it, and there was no body of Jesus' body.
Jesus' body wasn't in the tomb at all. There was an angel sitting there.
Yes, that's right.
Wow. And how did you know he was an angel?
Well, he was shining bright with gorgeous wings, and he looked as white as snow or lightning. And
did this angel say anything to you?
Yes, he said, "Don't be afraid," but obviously we were. And he said that Jesus is risen, he is alive, and he's not here.
So we've just heard here from Mary that not only Jesus' body is gone from the tomb is open, but an angel has said to Mary that Jesus is not there, he has risen. That's incredible. And so what happened next?
Well, then I thought I saw a gardener who was tending to the flowers around the tomb, and he called my name, Mary. But I was wondering, what was he saying? Then he walked over to me, and I noticed it wasn't just a gardener, it was Jesus. I was amazed. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, that must have been incredible. So you saw Jesus. Jesus is alive. Did he say anything to you?
Yes, he said that I should go and run and tell all his friends and their disciples all about that he has risen.
that he has risen. So reporting here, thank you, Mary. We've heard from the guard that the stone was rolled away. We've heard from Mary, first-hand encounter, met Jesus outside of the tomb. He has risen, he is alive. This is amazing news, and we need to go and tell other people. This is Malcolm Boyd reporting on Jerusalem News that Jesus is alive.
This is surely the best story in the Bible. Last week we saw that Jesus died on the cross, taking all the punishment that we deserve for not following God's way, for all of our sin.
And this week we see again that God's promises always come true. Jesus said he would die and then come back to life. And he did. He really is alive.
He's shown us again that Jesus is God. He has power over death. He didn't stay dead.
So God's rescue plan was this, what we've been learning about all through the Storybook Bible.
When we trust that Jesus died on the cross to mend our broken relationship with God, then it's great news for us, because we can be friends with God now and forever.
But now we're going to have a song of celebration, a great song. We've played this lots of times in church, particularly at Easter. It's a happy song, and it'll be a good one to get up and dance to.
And then after that, Julia and Noah are going to make a delicious treat to remind us what happened on Easter Sunday. And that's the name that we give to that very special day when Jesus came back to life again. Maybe you'd like to try and do something similar at home to celebrate this amazing news.